live in 3, 2, 1.
We are the LEGO LunaTechs.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Aaron. This is EV3 News.
And we are reporting live from LEGO Studios.
Today we have two special guests, Kevin and Jack.
Hi. Kevin is an expert on fire prevention.
Yes, and Jack is an expert on wildfires.
As you all may know, there have been many recent wildfires in the western United States.
More specifically, California and Arizona.
This wastes about $800 million per year in the state of California alone.
Yes, everyone knows the problem. Current aerial fire suppression methods are inadequate. The only working solution that we have found so far is randomly dumping fire ice. But there's a brand new invention that's going to help spread the fire ice more effectively. It is the FI capsule.
Tell us more.
Okay, the FI capsule.
Who are you?
My name's Isaac. I'm the inventor.
Oh.
Hi, I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thank you. Well, the FI capsule is my great invention. I've taken the beloved fire ice product and created a simple device that helps deliver it. It is called...
The FI capsule! We get it!
This is the B-22 Osprey. It was developed by Boeing. Its rotating blades allow it to fly like a plane and hover like a helicopter. This makes it a great platform for the FI capsule. Over here is a diagram of the FI capsule. Here is the fire ice storage. Here is the valve and nozzle where it is sprayed out. Here's the cone to spread it out. Here's a beacon to locate the capsule and for retrieval. Here's the parachute, and here's the parachute housing. The Osprey will fly low and drop the FI capsule, which the parachute will immediately open and it'll start spraying out the fire ice. The fire ice capsule can be dropped in front of fires to block them and on top of existing fires to smother them.
Have you shared your solution with anyone else?
Me and my team have shared our solution on YouTube with local businesses and libraries and with local firemen.
Thanks, guys. Next up is an interview of forest fire survivors. This is Reed Mock reporting live from the evacuation center in Arizona. Today I'm here with two survivors.
Hello, I'm Josh.
And I'm Gray.
I'm Jacob. So both of you survived the same forest fire?
Yes.
Do either of you have any tips on evacuating when there's a wildfire?
Yes, we do. The most important thing to remember is bring what is most important and leave behind what isn't.
Like toys, electronics, and clothes are not important, but friends and family and pets are.
Thanks for the advice. Back to you in EV3.
Thank you. Next up is the LEGO LunaTechs bibliography.
We used FireIce.com, Wikipedia, ABC News, and ReadyForWildfire.org. Our experts were Ms. Laura, who trained us in CPR and first aid, Mr. Mark, who works for the Georgia Forestry Department, and multiple firemen.
3,
2, 1. We are the LEGO LunaTechs! Da 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 da! Woo! Okay.
Good job.
Alright, we're going to start the question.
Okay.
What is fire ice?
It's a foaming agent that is already being used to fight wildfires, and it smothers the fire a lot better than traditional foam.
Can you hold that up? Yeah. How big would this device need to be? Or how big is it?
5 feet.
5 feet long?
Yeah. Tall.
How wide?
Yeah, 2 or 3 feet. Enough to carry enough fire ice. Now, several of these would be stored, and so they can be dropped, as needed.
And how much area would it cover?
If it's pressurized, it could cover a big area. About like 20 feet, maybe, an area. The good thing about having capsule parachute down is traditional airdrops, when a plane just flies over and dumps all the liquid or foam, it only gets the tops of the trees, and most of the bark and the wood is still not covered, and that makes it very susceptible to burning, since the main part that burns. So the FI capsule will drop and start spraying on its way down, so it'll cover all of the trees around, and it'll
also get under the wood.
Yeah, under the trees.
How many of these would you have to drop to stop a forest fire?
Depends
on the size.
Yeah,
The
it
size of
depends.
the forest fire can really depend.
It can be dropped, like, you can use it to, if there's, like, let's see, you can drop this in front of a fire to,
Stop its spread.
to like stop its spread, like in front of a residential area.
And
Or you can also do it on the front of the fire to smother it.
and the capsule
Or
is
design.
reusable.
Yes, that's why it has the beacon to
It's made of
locate it.
titanium, so it can't melt.
Oh, it can't melt.
Well, it can melt.
Very,
It has
very
the
high.
We're gonna make it
point.
titanium. If we make it.
What would one of these bombs cost?
We haven't looked
Let's
at
see,
it.
fire ice is not very expensive. One of these, the titanium is probably the most expensive part. They wouldn't,
But they're reusable.
yeah, it would only have like an initial cost to start building them, but once we already have them in use, then we really wouldn't have to make as much more.
Would you also have to have that airplane?
It doesn't necessarily have to. We chose the Osprey because if there's like because my uncle who's a fireman was telling me about how forest fires are usually like a long kind of string, you could say. Well, this is better than like a plane just flying over dropping it. And instead of being just like a helicopter, you can also, get there faster. Because we researched and it's actually one of the main problems is you can't get air support fast enough. So this would fly in and it would hover where it would, like they would, drop as many as they needed and they could just move along the area. And then quickly, if they need to, they could go back to a base where more could be prepared to drop as needed.
And how many have you researched? Again, my question is, how many bombs would it take to save your average fire?
An average fire.
5 maybe?
10.
Like,
Well, it just,
Average fire. I don't know of any actual average of them.
Describe an average
I've
fire.
never heard of a fire who is
because fires vary.
that is
and
more than
that's one of the
a
reasons that we
fire that is.
See, I live in an area, I'm from South Georgia, and we have a lot of fires. And I've seen how big the fires get down there and how many bombs it would take to put out one of those fires.
I would say 10 or 20, like 10
Now, this isn't-
around in there.
this isn't made to like just put it out by itself. It's made to be in support of other units.
Okay, so this is to help.
Yeah, it's mostly to help because
Help so that people can get evacuated and
Also, so,
more
like, other people can-
advanced fires.
It's like if there's a
methods
large
can
fire,
get, can
and
come
you
in
would
and
have firemen on the ground, and then you'd also have these coming down, which will help in areas that the firemen need dropping
Is
escort.
this, I'm not familiar with fire ice, but is fire ice, is it hazardous to humans?
No, it's not hazardous to any, not hazardous to humans or animals
Do you
or
know what
mammals.
it's made of?
It's a foaming chemical. It's made by they have like this patent, I think that's like a secret, kind of, but it's not harmful to any animals. And it's actually a powder, and the company goes out whenever there's wildfires and have these trailers and have people mixing it up for them, so they can load them up like as quickly as possible.
Who is responsible for wet on your team?
Or
Or how you divide it?
Quickly.
Divide it?
how we divide it. Well,
Everybody,
Well, my brother Aaron came up with using fire ice.
everybody dabbles in this and that and that.
We all kind of came up with the idea of like
yes, we
something
all
different
worked
from air
together
support.
on that.
Yeah,
Isaac originally had the idea, but everyone added on little bits and parts.
Yeah, Isaac had the idea for the big capsule and parachute, and then we added on like the beacon and the stuff like
I
that.
was actually the first one who found fire ice, but they're the first people who introduced it.
Anything else you'd like to say?
In the robot thing, we inspired our library to get a Mindstorm.
Yes, when we demonstrated.
And
We went to Chick-fil-A and demonstrated.
Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
I have a brother that owns 2 Chick-fil-A's.
They sponsored us, so we demonstrated.
Y'all like Chick-fil-A's?
Yeah.
And the firemen said it was a really good idea.
Sounds good.
And we are CPRM first aid certified.
Awesome.
And
Now, where are y'all from? We're from.
We're around Gwinnett, Beaufort, and stuff like that.
Kind of on the edge of Hall County.
Around it.
what is, and what is this device called again?
FI capsule. Short for
FI capsule.
Yeah, short for fire alarm.
Fire. That makes sense. Very good job, good presentation, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great day.